Greetings gastronauts, this is Keith Cooks, I'm Keith, and today I'm going to show you how to make a deliciously decadent dessert, chocolate fondant. Now, I've never come across this until I started watching Masterchef, and it seems that pretty much every contestant has a go at it and fails, because there's one thing that this relies on, it's timing of the baking. Anyway, they still do it and it's delicious even if it doesn't work properly. Ingredients for the chocolate fondant: I've got 60 grams of dark chocolate. It's got to be 70% cocoa-ish, 60 grams of unsalted butter, a tablespoon of cocoa powder, a tablespoon of plain white flour, a whole egg and one yolk, 60 grams of sugar. This is ordinary granulated sugar, or you could use caster sugar, and a bit more butter for greasing the tins. And I'm going to make 2 fondants in these sort of pudding tins, or you can use ramekins, and a pinch of salt, remarkably. So I'm just going to prep the tins by greasing them with some butter, and then we'll just pop the cocoa powder in and shake it around so it gets stuck to the butter. If you're just going to make this and cook it straight away, you want to get your oven preheating to 220 degrees Celsius, although that may vary because all ovens are different. So what we need to do now is melt the butter and the sugar over a pan of simmering water. Now we need to separate one egg yolk from its white. So here's a little trick: you break the whole egg into a bowl, you get an empty little water bottle, you squeeze over the yolk and well, it wasn't brilliant. There's a bit of white got in there. That's not the end of the world. Now we need to whisk the egg and the sugar and a pinch of salt. Now we need the melted butter and chocolate. Whisk that in. Oh, lovely. And finally the flour. And then we just spoon the mixture into each container, and that's ready to go in the oven. It doesn't have to go in the oven now. You can stick it in the fridge for a bit. If you're doing a dinner party, this would be a splendid thing to pop in after the main course, because it doesn't take long to cook. Now, the whole point about a fondant is that the outside is fully baked, the inside is still gooey and runny, and that's what makes it so luscious. So there's no reason to be afraid of making a fondant. It just takes practice with your oven. I've seen recipes that say 200 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. That wouldn't work with my oven. I do mine at 220 Celsius for 15 minutes, but that's my oven. Yours could be completely different. Okay, here's our fondants. A bit cracked on the top, but let's just check that the skewer comes out dry when you stick it in near the edge, and it's well soggy in the middle, which is how it's supposed to be. So now the next tricky bit is to get the thing out of the tin. It fell over, never mind. And now the moment of truth. Yeah, look at that. Delicious, runny innards. Doesn't taste bad, that. And that's that. Hope you enjoyed it. Now please share it with all your friends on social media. Subscribe to this channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and don't forget the amazing website that has all the details of all the recipes. And thank you for watching. Come back soon.